Could your refrigerator be a hidden health hazard? Did you know that a staggering 48 million Americans suffer from foodborne illnesses each year, with over 3,000 deaths, many of them seniors? For older adults, something as simple as food storage could be putting their health at serious risk. And it's not just about what you buy, it's about what's happening inside your fridge. It's a shocking statistic from the CDC, highlighting that older adults face a significantly higher risk due to naturally weakening immune systems. But here's something truly terrifying. What if the source of many of these illnesses isn't contamination before you buy food, but something happening right inside your own fridge? Yes, your refrigerator, the appliance you trust to preserve your food, might actually be turning common staples into health hazards. The cold, hard truth about your fridge. Emerging studies reveal a startling reality. Improperly storing certain foods in the refrigerator can dramatically increase your risk of food poisoning, accelerate nutrient loss, and even trigger dangerous chemical reactions within the food itself. The worst part? Most people are completely unaware they're making these potentially harmful mistakes. If you've been casually tossing fruits, vegetables, or pantry items into the fridge without a second thought, you could be unknowingly setting yourself up for disaster. The number one food on our list is particularly alarming. Chilling it not only strips its nutritional value, but can cause it to develop harmful compounds. So, stay with us to the end, because understanding these risks could literally save your health or even your life. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments below where you're watching from. And please, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more vital health information like this. Now, without further ado, let's uncover the foods you should never refrigerate. Number 9. Potatoes. Let's start with a kitchen workhorse, the humble potato. Many instinctively stash them in the fridge, but here's the shocking truth. Refrigerating raw potatoes can make them dangerous by turning starch into sugar at an accelerated rate. When cooked at high heat, this sugar reacts with amino acids to form acrylamide, a potential cancer-causing chemical. Avoid refrigerating your potatoes and store them in a cool, dry place to preserve their quality and safety. This chemical compound has been linked to cancer in animal studies and is currently under investigation for its potential effects on humans. But the problems don't stop there. Refrigeration also ruins the potato's texture, often making it grainy, mushy, and prone to dark spots, signs of oxidation and nutrient degradation. Instead of the comforting, hearty food you expect, refrigerated potatoes can become a soft, oddly sweet mess. Ever wondered why your roasted potatoes tasted strange or felt texturally off? Your fridge could be the culprit. Potatoes thrive in a cool, dark, dry place, not the cold, damp environment of a refrigerator. Keeping them this way ensures they stay firm, flavorful, and safe. If you have potatoes in your fridge right now, it's time to rescue them before they become a health threat disguised as dinner. Number 8. Bread. Next up, bread, a comforting staple in many homes, especially for seniors. You might believe that refrigerating your loaf keeps it fresh longer, right? Wrong. It's actually one of the fastest ways to ruin it. Refrigerating bread speeds up the process of stalling by causing the starches to harden faster. This makes your bread dry and crumbly much quicker than if left at room temperature. To keep bread fresh longer, freeze it instead. This process, known as retrogradation, begins almost immediately. What does this mean for your daily slice? Your soft, fluffy bread will go stale significantly quicker in the fridge. That's right, the fridge accelerates staling. Toasting becomes a chore, and sandwiches lose their appeal. But there's a more insidious risk. Moisture loss in the fridge can create the perfect breeding ground for mold once the bread is brought back to room temperature. Mold spores flourish in the damp, uneven conditions created by chilling and reheating. Moldy bread isn't just unpleasant, it can be dangerous. Some molds produce mycotoxins, toxic compounds that can cause serious health issues, particularly for older adults with compromised immune systems. Freezing halts both stalling and mold growth. Slice it first for convenience. but keep your daily loaf out of the refrigerator's damaging chill. Number 7. Onions. Surprised to see onions here? Refrigerating them is a common habit, but one that leads to unexpected issues. Onions are best stored in a dry, cool place, not the fridge. The moisture inside a fridge makes them soft, moldy, and spoils their flavor. Plus, the strong odor can contaminate other foods. Onions possess a natural, papery skin designed to protect them, but the cold, humid environment inside a refrigerator disrupts this balance. Onions, especially once cut, rapidly absorb moisture in the fridge. This leads to a soft, unpleasant texture, off flavors, and often mold growth. Odor transfer is another big problem. Onions are powerfully pungent. When refrigerated, their sulfur compounds break down more readily and can permeate nearby foods. Ever had butter or fruit acquire a strange oniony taste? It's not your imagination. There's also a hidden bacterial risk. A cut onion stored in the fridge, even if covered, can become a welcoming environment for bacteria. While the myth of onions absorbing toxins is inaccurate, improper storage, particularly with excess moisture, can certainly allow harmful microbes to thrive. For whole onions, a dry, dark, well-ventilated space like a pantry is ideal. Cut onions should be sealed tightly, refrigerated, and used very quickly, ideally within a day or two. Keep those whole bulbs out of the cold. Number 6. Tomatoes. Tomatoes might be one of the most misunderstood items when it comes to refrigeration. Think the fridge keeps them fresh? It actually destroys their taste and texture. Refrigerating tomatoes stops them from ripening properly, leaving them bland and mushy. For the best taste and texture, store tomatoes at room temperature, away from direct sunlight. Tomatoes are technically tropical fruits, and they detest the cold. Chilling interferes with the enzymes crucial for developing the complex flavors we love. And the texture? Forget that satisfying bite. Cold storage makes tomatoes lose their firmness, turning them soft and almost rubbery. Beyond taste and feel, refrigeration also impacts nutrition. Tomatoes are a good source of vitamin C, but this vital nutrient degrades much faster in cold temperatures. You're sacrificing health benefits along with flavor. Even the skin suffers, wrinkling and shriveling prematurely. If you've sliced into a disappointingly dull or watery tomato, chances are it spent time in the chill. If they become overripe, use them immediately or cook them down. Don't toss them in the fridge hoping to save them. Number 5. Garlic. Garlic is lauded as a superfood, packed with compounds like allicin that boost immunity and benefit cardiovascular health. But storing it incorrectly, especially in the fridge, can diminish these benefits and even introduce risks. Refrigerating garlic causes it to sprout prematurely and lose its health benefits. Instead, store whole garlic bulbs in a cool, dry place to preserve their potency and flavor. Refrigeration introduces moisture and cold that disrupts garlic's natural state. This sprouting signals a breakdown in the garlic's chemical makeup, altering its taste to something bitter and rubbery. Worse still, sprouted garlic loses a significant amount of its allicin, the primary compound responsible for its potent health effects. But here's the most alarming part. Refrigerated garlic, particularly if chopped or minced and stored in oil without proper acidification, can become a breeding ground for Clostridium botulinum. This bacterium causes botulism, a rare but potentially fatal illness. The FDA has issued warnings about storing garlic and oil improperly. Keep whole bulbs in a mesh bag or basket in your pantry. If storing chopped garlic, use it quickly or preserve it in an acidic medium like vinegar or lemon juice. Don't let the fridge neutralize garlic's power. Number 4. Coffee. Yes, even your morning coffee can be compromised by the fridge. Think you're keeping beans fresh in the cold? You're actually accelerating their decline. Coffee beans and grounds are incredibly sensitive to moisture, odors, and light. They are also hygroscopic, meaning they act like sponges, readily absorbing moisture and smells from their surroundings. Inside your refrigerator, amidst various foods, coffee will inevitably pick up unwanted aromas and flavors. This completely ruins the unique profile of your beans, resulting in a brew that tastes dull, bitter, or strangely savory. But flavor isn't the only casualty. Moisture is the true enemy. The cold air and humidity cause condensation to form on the beans or grounds every time you open the fridge door. This leads to clumping, faster stalling, and the breakdown of the essential oils that provide coffee's wonderful aroma and health benefits, such as chlorogenic acids. These antioxidants support heart and brain health but degrade rapidly in cold, damp conditions. Over time, refrigerated coffee loses not only its taste but also its potential health perks. Furthermore, damp coffee grounds are susceptible to mold growth. Protect your coffee by storing it in an opaque, airtight container at room temperature, tucked away in a dark cabinet. Number 3. Honey. This one often surprises people. Honey, that sweet golden liquid renowned for its longevity, seems like it could handle the cold. But refrigerating honey is one of the worst things you can do to it. It doesn't just ruin the texture. It undermines the very properties that make honey naturally resistant to spoilage. When honey is exposed to cold temperatures, it undergoes rapid crystallization. This turns your smooth, liquid honey into a grainy, hard mass that's difficult to scoop or spread. You might think this is just a textural issue, but it's more complex. The crystallization process can trap tiny air pockets. When the container is opened and closed, these pockets can introduce moisture, and moisture is honey's nemesis. It can lead to fermentation, giving your honey an unpleasant sour taste and smell. Even more concerning, this moisture compromises honey's natural defenses against microbes. Honey typically resists bacterial growth due to its low water content and high acidity, but improper storage weakens these protections. The cold also slows down the natural enzymes in honey that contribute to its antibacterial properties. So, ironically, refrigerating honey can actually make it less healthy over time. The best place for honey is in a tightly sealed jar, stored in a pantry or cupboard away from sunlight and extreme heat. Number 2. Bananas. Bananas are a global favorite, especially popular among seniors for their potassium and easy digestibility. But putting bananas in the refrigerator is a surefire way to destroy everything good about them. As tropical fruits, bananas are chemically unprepared for cold environments. Chilling them, particularly before they are fully ripe, shuts down the enzymes responsible for the ripening process. This means your green bananas may never properly ripen in the fridge. They can remain hard and taste bland. Worse, their skin rapidly turns a dull gray or black. This isn't just unsightly, it's a sign of chilling injury. Beneath the blackened peel, the fruit often becomes mushy in patches and can develop an unpleasant metallic taste. Beyond flavor and appearance, refrigeration damages the valuable antioxidants found in bananas, such as dopamine and catechins, which are important for brain health and combating oxidative stress, crucial benefits for aging cells. Tossing bananas in the fridge effectively removes these benefits. Furthermore, if a banana is already ripe or overripe when refrigerated, the moisture trapped inside the peel can encourage mold growth. Keep bananas at room temperature, ideally hanging or in a bowl allowing air circulation. If you have too many ripe ones, peel and freeze them in a container for smoothies or baking. Please resist the urge to chill them. Number 1. Olive oil. And the number 1 food you should avoid refrigerating, especially concerning for seniors, is olive oil. This heart-healthy staple can have its benefits reversed by improper cold storage. When olive oil gets cold, it undergoes solidification. The fatty acids crystallize, making the oil cloudy and thick. While this physical change itself isn't harmful, the repeated temperature fluctuations from taking the oil in and out of the fridge pose serious health concerns. Each time olive oil transitions between cold and room temperature, its chemical structure experiences stress. This accelerates oxidation, a process that can create harmful free radicals and diminish the oil's beneficial antioxidants, like polyphenols. These oxidative changes can transform a heart-healthy fat into one containing compounds that may actually promote inflammation. the very thing many health-conscious seniors are trying to combat. Studies suggest these temperature-stressed oils might contribute to increased joint inflammation and digestive issues. The solidification also makes the oil difficult to pour accurately, potentially leading to overuse and unnecessary calories. Beyond the health implications, the flavor profile suffers dramatically. Refrigerated olive oil loses the distinct fruity, peppery notes that characterize high-quality oils. Store your olive oil correctly, in a dark glass bottle or metal container, kept in a cool, dark cabinet away from heat sources like the stove. Properly stored, good quality olive oil retains its health benefits and flavor. Rethink your refrigerator habits. So these are 9 common foods that should never see the inside of your refrigerator. It's time to start reorganizing your kitchen with food safety and quality in mind. Keep tropical fruits like bananas out until ripe. Store potatoes and onions in cool, dark, dry spots, not cold, damp ones. Bread belongs at room temperature or in the freezer, never the fridge. Your honey is happiest in the pantry, and coffee needs an airtight container in a dark cupboard. Treat garlic and tomatoes like the flavorful, powerful ingredients they are, storing them wisely to preserve their benefits. Now, it's your turn. Have you been refrigerating these foods without realizing the risks? Share in the comments what changes you'll make today to protect your health. Start today, and you'll feel the difference. Thanks for watching.